If Drizzy tell me get her, I'ma get her. I got the kind of money make a broke bitch bidder. I got the kind of wait, fixate. Which bitch you know that made $1 million off a mixtape? Not us, Nikki. Damn. Damn. Nikki, we didn't make no millions off a mixtape. Shit. Can y'all stop lying to the damn congregation? God, doggy. So, I had heard that it was this movement, all right, of boss bitches wifing niggas. I heard that is the new wave. And, you know, I just, we gotta chill. We gotta chill. That is not gonna work for the majority of us, Nikki. First of all, Nikki, you're a fucking mega superstar. Okay? And then on top of that, Nikki, you fine than a motherfucker. Like, sus. Nikki is fine. Okay? I don't care what y'all saying about her body and how it's not real and all of it. Whatever, Nikki's still fine. Okay? We're not gonna take that from her. It's not a lot of us walking around looking like Nikki naturally. Okay? Hell, not even with damn makeup and plastic surgery. We still ain't hitting on what Nikki hitting on. So y'all gotta chill out here telling these other females out here today, oh yeah, you can do what I did. No, the fuck we can't, Nikki. We not making $1 million off of working at Steak and Shake, okay? Let alone a mixtape. How dare you? How dare you? You got to stop telling us Steak and Shake chicks that we can do what you did. We could not do what you did, sus. Okay? Y'all really got females out here believing the hype. Like, yeah, you know what? Because Nikki said, you know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about these motherfuckers. Don't even worry about these men. And don't be worried about these men and shit and what they think and what they want and what they desire, bitch. It's about me. Period. Let me just get like Nikki. Bitch, you can't get like Nikki on your best this day. Okay? You could not. Oh, no. I don't care what no, we're not doing it today. We're not doing it today, ma'am. Y'all not gonna keep on trying to downplay Nikki. Nikki fine. Okay, Nikki is fine. Period. Not even gonna go there. She had work on her body, but her face is hers. Her hair is hers when she has it out. Okay. And Nikki got a head full of long, pretty. Like, we not hitting on what Nikki hitting on. And so I need us to clean up this wave because a lot of us can't ride it, baby. A lot of us not gonna be able to ride it, you know. And that's no shade to us women. I'm not trying to discourage y'all and make y'all feel like y'all are inferior or y'all are not great or, you know, y'all are not beautiful in your own right, you know. But let's just be real, y'all. All right? All right, let's be real for a second. That advice that Nikki gave y'all was some bullshit. Let's just be real. It's some bullshit. That advice Nikki gave y'all was some bullshit. Now, I'm not mad at Nikki for saying, you know, stop worrying about what men that are trying to bash you or saying, you know what I mean? Like if it's coming from a place of just like being negative and trying to hurt you, don't listen to that. But if it's constructive criticism, hell yeah, you listen to what men have to say. Hell yeah. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they're what you're looking to get. And so, yes, if you're desiring to be with a man, and in this case, a black man, you definitely need to be listening to what they're saying that they like, what they don't like, what they need, what they don't need, what they want, what they don't want. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. I would say the same thing in reverse as it pertains to men. If you're out there trying to understand, you know, what women, I'm talking about real women are looking, real women's, not those females, okay? If you're trying to understand, you know, what real women are looking for as far as relationships and, you know, having healthy relationships, like listen to that. But if it's coming from a place of just being bitter and angry and mad and sad and she's trying to hurt you, then yeah, don't do it. Don't listen to that. They gotta stop playing with my connection, y'all. I hope y'all can see me. I look crystal clear on my end, but I'm looking on YouTube and they got me all grainy. Y'all gotta stop this. This is 4K. Okay, this is 4K. Thank you, son God. He says you hitting on way more than Nikki. I'm not even trying to put me in it per se. Like I was just saying it to speak in general terms. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there as far as, you know, you look like this. And, okay, whatever. But let's just be general right now and say this, son God. And I appreciate you. Y'all give us 150 likes. 151. Y'all help us out. Let's say this, you guys. Hold on. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. I see what they did. Okay. I guess that's working. But what I wanted to say was this though, you guys. Like, I don't really like how we're being fed these unrealistic type of standards and ideas and thinking that they can be applicable to the majority of us and they can't, you know. And let's say that you are hitting on what Nikki is hitting on. Let's say that you're finer than Nikki, right? If your attitude and your mentality is off, no real quality man that is a masculine man, a lot of the times is going to be wanting to deal with you, you know, not for the long term at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they'll have sex with you. Yeah, they'll kick it with you. But as far as wifing and settling down with you, I feel like they would be a lot more opposed to that idea because of your masculine frame that you come with as far as your position or your stance and as it pertains to relationships. No real masculine man wants to be in a relationship with another masculine energy, right? That's not what, you know, they want, you know, because that's gonna create this clash. That's gonna create this battle of the sexes. And I talk about that in my book. Submission is not the enemy. And I really would like for my ladies to understand that submission is not the enemy. You know, it doesn't make you inferior or weak or non-important, whatever. It doesn't make you somebody that's not special or not valued. It just creates the balance. And that's what we're missing a lot of the times as far as our relationships are concerned. We're missing that balance. And thank you, Telly Pons, for your donation. You gave a donation before we even started. He says, I'm going to catch you on the replay, but happy belated birthday. Mine was January 20th. Knock this discussion out the park, Queen Aquarius. Thank you so much, Telly Pons. And shout out to you, Kendrell. And shout out to you for being a channel member for 7 months. He says, salute, Danica. Keep your foot on their necks, Crown Head Nation. You already know. All right, we can hit 200. Y'all give us 173 likes. So that's gonna create this battle of the sexes to where you're like, oh no, I'm the one in charge. I'm the one in control. I'm the one that's running this. And then your man on the flip side, that's what he naturally is. He's naturally gonna want to be in that role of being the leader, the one that is guiding you, protecting you, teaching you certain things. That's just what a man is. That's just what he naturally is designed to be. So if you're dealing with a female that's possessing those same qualities and traits and characteristics, he's not going to want to deal with her. Okay, it is not something that he's going to want to deal with for the long term. He's going to get very turned off by her. Very turned off by her. And, like I said, if you're attractive, they'll want to kick it with you or maybe have sex with you. But as far as marrying you, no, unless you do what, and it's no shade to Nikki. I'm just happy that sis found love. Like if you love that man, then do you, okay? But unless you want to do what Nikki did and get with a guy that is way, let's just say he's not hitting on what you hitting on at all. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the difference between the Rihanna situation. It's a difference between the Rihanna situation and then the Nicki Minaj situation. ASAP Rocky, he was already established. Like we knew who he was outside of Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Like he had his own millions. He had his own fortune, fame, notoriety. He had his own accomplishments. He had his own accolades, And Rihanna, she's a billionaire. I mean, good luck, sis, finding somebody that's going to top you. But in Nicki's case, and let's just be real, and again, it's no shade to Nicki. Shout out to her. Like, as long as you're happy, that's all that fucking matter, okay? But her guy is... like, she put him on. Rihanna didn't put ASAP on. Nicki put her man on. Like she wiped him. Seriously. And it's no slight, it's no shade. That's just what it is. And I like Nicki. You know what I mean? Like I used to vibe with her back in the day. That was my shit right there. That bar I spit, that's my favorite Nicki verse, period. Okay. But let's just be real. Unless you want to do what Nicki did and get a guy that you have to make or put on or build up, then go ahead. But then I would have to question y'all because y'all have come from me in the past when I've told y'all that, it's okay to build with a man. So y'all are going a completely different route and trying to build a man. I didn't say build the man. I said build with him. If you want to go that route, go ahead. But I'm telling y'all, a lot of the times it backfires on you and you end up feeling depleted. You end up feeling unfulfilled because you're dealing with somebody that is not playing their role or their position as the man in that relationship. Because the man is supposed to be the one that is putting you on, getting you certain opportunities, taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it's supposed to be. And so as a woman, if you're already coming into that relationship, kind of like, you know what? You from the streets, you from the dirt, you from the mud, let me clean you up, polish you up and get you how you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And then, we can go from there. If you do that after a while, it's going to take a toll on you because again, I feel like it's naturally within us as both men and women to play specific roles, right? And I saw what Nikki said. She was like, a lot of people say, I'm like a man, I'm like a man. I'm like this. Well, if you're going to carry around that I'm like a man mentality and personality and so on and so forth and characteristics, don't be alarmed when you happen to have to take on certain roles and obligations and responsibilities that a man should take care of and take on. when it's regarding the man that you're with. Don't get mad at him and start saying, nigga, you don't do shit. You don't step up to the plate. What you doing for me? What you providing for me? See, nigga, you ain't doing what you need to do as a man. You a weak ass nigga. I don't need you. Don't do that. Because you don't already establish yourself within that relationship as the masculine dominant force. So when you position yourself like that, you cannot get upset. And that's what I see a lot of the times, ladies, which is why I'm saying, you know, this boss bitch mentality as far as relationships are concerned is terrible advice. Because what you're going to do is start to accept guys into your life that you can boss around. Why? Because he has nothing really outside of you. You make him and you also break him. And on some subconscious level or conscious level, no woman wants that. No woman desires to be in a dynamic like that. It's going to take a toll either now or later, to where you are starting to feel like, well, damn, what the hell are you here for? You're not smarter than me. You're not more ambitious than me. You're not more successful than me. You ain't got more money than me. Like, it's a holistic thing that's going to bombard you. It's going to come tumbling down on you one way or one day or another. Period. So that's my whole thing. Like, if you're going to take on that mentality or that persona of, you know, I'm like a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the masculine one. I'm the one who take charge and take lead and take control. Don't be alarmed and don't be mad when you also get what that type of energy brings to you, which is a whole lot of responsibility, a lot of weight on your shoulders as a woman. That is not what you're naturally designed to do and be like. This is why I'm saying to my sis, Nikki, like, this is bad advice, sis. First of all, you know, we're not going to be presented with the same opportunities as you. And then on top of that, like I said earlier, and this is no shade, this is not to make anybody feel bad, but you have to, let me zoom and gloss my lip. You have to be attractive. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, King Me. I'm sorry, Sportsman. KO. I just gotta be real. I'm not going to look Magic. And y'all do what Miss Sandra said. We can hit 300. Y'all give us 260 likes. You have to be attractive. Nikki is giving y'all pretty boss bitch advice. Right? And like I just said, even when it comes to the pretty boss bitches, like, yeah, you can have your pick, but from what? And then on top of that, the guys that maybe you do think are worthy or do qualify to be with you, or, you know, would be socially acceptable and so on and so forth, they're not going to take you serious for the long term. You're just something pretty to bang. Just be real. Nobody wants to put up with that constant battling every day, all day. And that's exactly what would transpire within that kind of relationship dynamic, to where we're both masculine. We're both on this boss shit. Like, it can't exist together simultaneously. It just cannot. But on top of that, like, come on, you guys. She's giving y'all pretty boss bitch. Let me say this. I've seen a lot of women take that route to where they was like, you know what, these niggas ain't shit. These niggas ain't trying to step up. These niggas, you know, I'm just gonna do this. And they boss all the way up. They got money. They got their own cars and stuff. I'm talking about plural cars. They got a nice little place of residence and all of that. Everything. And y'all know what? They're not that. let's just say you know, they're not ugly, but they ain't fine either. It's just like you in the middle. You just like, oh, okay. Like if you seen her, you seen her. It ain't like, oh, gross. But it ain't like, damn. It ain't no smoky shit either. You just like, oh, okay. And guess what happens to a lot of those women that I see that's just bossed the fuck up? They got money. They got everything going for themselves. They're still alone. And they're still single. And the men that they want still don't want them. They don't have the pick. And let me go here and say this, and this is no shade to none of y'all because I don't want to offend anybody. I just got to be real. Like somebody got to do it. You know, somebody got to be the fuck real. I've also seen it to where the woman was not just like, oh, okay, she's okay. She's okay. I've seen it to where they're not. It was like, y'all know that meme with the little boy? It was like that because sis was not popping at all, but she got all her motherfucking resources, paper on cha-ching. Nobody wants. Let's just. I'm not gonna say nobody. I'm pretty sure people hit on her or want. It's not like for everybody, but to make it seem like you can just boss all the way the fuck up and then have your pick. Like no, that doesn't work for everybody, Nikki. You finding the motherfucker that works for women like you that look like you. Like yeah, a attractive woman with a lot of money that's gonna boss herself up. She can have her choice, but still, it's gonna be limits within that. But yeah, she can have her choice as far as I guess who she wants to hang out with or sleep with. But these other chicks, Nikki, stop. They do not have they. They're like, oh, but she got money though. They be like, oh, that's good for her. You know, that's what's up. They hit her with the, oh, that's what's up. It's not like, oh, she got money. Oh, okay, let me go see what she about. Okay. It's not like, you know, she got all this money and then, you know, she just come outside and she's just like, darling. Darling. Which man do I want to rotate through today? You know, what piece of rich, fine, sexy penis do I want to bounce on today? No. They hit her with a, oh, that's what's up. That's all they get is a, oh, that's what's up. She got some money. Oh, okay, she doing a damn thing. She got her a new car and whatever. She got her a nice little job, nice little career. She bossed all the way to fuck up. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up. They get it. That's what's up, Nikki. And you got them out here really thinking that they can be like you and get your results. And Nikki, and it's no shade to you, sis, but oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, Nikki, because I really do. I like Nikki. I do. But Nikki, even your results are not that great. And even your fans say that about you. Now, this is not to compare it. Like, I gotta get my jug. Let me get my. I'm uncomfortable. See, I see why Kevin didn't say shit because this shit uncomfortable. It is. Kevin just said that like. I see why he didn't say nothing. He was uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable conversation. Okay, but nigga, your results are not even that grand. Like, I would not inspire, aspire, encourage, motivate, nothing, anybody to do what you did. I just would not. You know, I wouldn't even do that as far as the results that you got. You know, and it's no shade to you at all. It's just being real. You know what I'm saying? And it's something we can point out about everybody in everybody's life to be like, oh, well, this about you, this about you, and this. And so, yeah, but in this context now, in this realm of relationships, you're not the best candidate to give advice on that. Just like I'm not the best candidate to give advice on how to be let's say a multimillionaire like you. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta kind of stay in your lane and understand that it doesn't apply to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know what your strengths and weaknesses are, and since relationship advice is just not your strength, you know. Not in this case, and there's no shade to Nikki. I really like Nikki, but why we can't be real at the same time? Like, people be real with me. They like, nigga, I like you. I feel like you're dope and all of this, but I don't like that tacky ass tattoo on your chest. Or, you know, Tanika, I really like you and you're a dope girl and everything, but I don't like how extra you are or anime. Like, people don't like stuff, and they can call it out respectfully. And so I'm respectfully calling it out, Nikki. I'm just calling how I see it. You know, that's all. It ain't no shade. Please, sis. Barbs, don't at your girl. All right. But if you do, you know, I might get a Bratz doll for your ass. Okay. I might hit you with the Bratz doll, Barb. But, you know, I'm just being real. Like, even the results rather that Nikki has are not ideal. And so why are we not acknowledging that thing? Why are we celebrating what she said, but then not acknowledging the results that she got from what she said? You know, I see all these women on social media. Yeah. That's right, period. We don't need y'all niggas. We don't give a fuck about what y'all saying. Fuck about what y'all think. We bossing the fuck up, getting our coin. And then we're going to be able to choose whichever nigga that we want to be with, period. Period, dots. Dot, comma, bitch. Semicolon. The fuck? And it's just like, okay, sis, I understand that you hype because, you know, a lot of the stuff that's been said was true and it triggered you and it applied to you, and I get it. But when you get done, look, and it's no shade to Nikki. I like Nikki. Nikki is pretty. She got bars. Like, I can appreciate a woman with bars. Like, but does she got the results that you looking for? Let me hit y'all with the little boy meme. Hold on. No. No. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all would not want to take on a guy that you had to pay all the court fees for, and it's so much drama and chaos around it where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's more of a liability than a asset type energy. Now, you can love him and he can love you, but nah, it's a no for me, dog. And so we gotta be real, Nikki. Now you gotta be real, Nikki. Now and call it how we see it. Now, come on, now, sis. And Nikki, I do like you. I do like you. Please don't come for me. But if you do, I got a Bratz doll for your ass. That's all I'm gonna say. I got a Bratz doll for your Barbies. You know, and Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Independent woman or independent women, I blame Destiny's Child. I'm a lady. Look, it's been a whole culture of this bullshit, y'all. It's been a whole culture, a whole promotion, a whole movement of this lifestyle. And again, like, where's it getting us? Where's it getting us from not listening to what the men that we want to be with want, need, and desire? Where's it getting us to ignore that and say, we don't care about what you want. We don't care about what you need from us. It's about me. Me. Where is it getting us besides left, passed up, avoided, having to settle? See, y'all swear up and down what I'm doing is encouraging y'all to settle, encouraging y'all to, build a ninja, build a man, build a boo. But then somebody can stroke your ego and tell you the same thing, which I'm not even saying that, but that's essentially what she's saying. And y'all all for it because it's pedestalizing y'all, making y'all feel like some boss bitches. But what is it doing? It ain't doing a damn thing for us. We're not getting married. And again, I know a lot of y'all like, we don't want to get married to these niggas anyway. That's why we bossing the fuck up. We don't even need to get married. I'm gonna make my own motherfucking coin. Okay. But at the end of the day, y'all are looking for men to compliment you, balance you out. You're not getting that by not listening to what the men that you want. And it's very hypocritical when we want men to sit down and absorb whatever our complaints are or whatever our issues are or whatever it is that we want, need, and desire. It's very hypocritical for y'all to be like, oh, we don't care. Nah, I don't want to hear that. That's very hypocritical, you guys. Hold on. Y'all know. Y'all gotta chill with that. Very hypocritical to be like that, you guys. You have to get into the mentality of being receptive. That's the issue. That's a lot of our issue. We're not trying to be receptive to what we need to do, to the information. It's just all about, oh, well, how can we be satisfied? How can we be fulfilled? And it gets us nowhere. Nowhere at all. All it does, ladies, is get us in a group of boss chicks like us sitting around rallying together, stroking each other's egos to make us cope with the fact that, hey, I still don't got the fucking results that I want, though. I still don't got the man that I said I wanted, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it leads us. It leads us to situations to where, we're just alone. But since we got a whole bunch of other women surrounding us that's in the same boat that we're in, it makes us feel better about it. That's all. And it's still settling. Either way you slice it, it's settling. Now, so y'all would rather settle for either getting with a man that is not going to be equally yoked to you, he's not going to balance you out, or you're going to settle as far as being surrounded by a bunch of females that's just like you with no results, just like you. Either way, when it comes to establishing healthy relationships, certain sacrifices and compromises have to be made. That's just period. That's in life. That's life in general. You're going to be placed in situations to where you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to adapt and adjust, period. You're dealing with a masculine man, you got to turn that masculine shit off. It's a time and a place for it. Not within my relationship, not within my marriage, not with the woman that I'm with. That's how a masculine man is going to think. You use that shit on the outside world. When you're conducting business, when you're with your girlfriends, but when it comes to this house, hell no. And I don't know if Nikki understood how much she inadvertently emasculated her husband. You know, like she was basically saying, like, you know, I'm like a man. So what is your husband then? What is his place? What is his purpose? How do you conduct yourself around him? You know what I'm saying? Because we all know the universe is going to always seek balance, right? And so if you are in a relationship operating as the masculine energy or the masculine force, somebody, the person that you're with is going to adapt and adjust to be able to exist within that relationship with you. And so they may start to adopt more feminine traits, feminine qualities, submissive traits, submissive qualities to adapt and adjust with being with you. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm telling us ladies, like when it comes to real masculine men, they're not going to adapt and adjust to a masculine energy. They're just going to leave. Right? So again, the universe always seeks balance. But where there's no balance that can be stored, where there's no balance that can be restored, I just have to abort mission. It's like having a very, very, very sick body. You have a really, really bad ailment to where your body is compromised. Your health is compromised terribly. Now, if you're a healthy person, you know, your body's going to do what it does to fight off whatever disease or illness or sickness that is in your body to restore equilibrium, to restore that balance. But if it's taken over and you're not doing anything to adjust or help it to eliminate whatever sickness or virus or disease it is, it just says, well, we give up. We can't keep fighting for this motherfucker. She ain't trying to give us the proper foods, give us the proper medicines, give us the proper drinks. Let her die. This is the way of the universe. There you go now. Homeostasis. This is just what it is. So if you're not going to try to make the proper adjustments and changes, it's just like, oh, well, we're done here. We did our job. We did all we could do. You know, it was nothing to help us. Thank you, Tony. I just tell them to call Tyrone. Like, I think you better call Tyrone. Call him. Look, but that's the thing, though, Tony. They're not even going to be able to call Tyrone because Tyrone don't want to deal with their asses either. It's like, girl, what you calling me for? You better call Tanisha. Yeah, call Tanisha. She masculine enough to help your ass. Call him. Yeah, call Tanisha. Tyrone don't want to even deal with y'all. Hell no. The fuck? And tell her, come on, help you get your shit. Yeah, call Tanisha, whoever. It's getting so bad you can't even call Tyrone no more. Tyrone's sick of y'all masculine asses too. Thank you, Dallas. Modern women, I don't need a man. Also, modern women, we're all the good men. Everywhere but where you are. We can hit 400. Y'all give us 390 likes. This not gonna work for me. Y'all better give us our likes, y'all. It's some real talk. And this message needs to be spread. All right. I know they got us on here looking grainy and stuff. Like, come on, y'all. My connection is A1. I don't understand why you two be hating on us like this. But it is what it is. But this is what happens though, you guys. We get to a position to where we like, oh well, I did what they said to do, which was to become a boss bitch and get all this money and establish my damn self to where I don't need nobody. But damn, now I need somebody. And they don't want my aid. They don't want me. So yeah, it's good men out there, but again, you do not reflect or balance them out. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we get into these dilemmas, to where it's like they don't want you though. Like, yeah, you established yourself, you got this going for yourself and the whole 9 yards, but you don't compliment me well. You would add confusion to my life based upon how you think alone. We don't care about these niggas. Can y'all stop caring about these motherfuckers and what they think about you and what they need from you and what they want from you and just boss your ass up? We don't give a fuck about them bitches and this, and then you can choose from them niggas when it comes. Can y'all please stop doing that shit, period? Like, no, you cannot. You cannot stop. You cannot tell women not to care about what men want. So let me put it like this. According to this mentality, which is why it's counterproductive and why we got to speak on it and why it's just, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't give this kind of advice to women. Not only does it block them from getting the good men or the quality men that they want, but when they get those men, let's say that they happen to look up and somebody says, you know what, I'll deal with her ass. I'll deal with her masculine, whatever. Well, how do you tell that woman to keep that man? If you're telling them that they're so bossed up, which makes them so too good to listen to whatever or anything that he has to say anyway. There we go, y'all. Y'all give us 408 likes. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Like, seriously, let's break down this mentality. Ladies, can y'all please stop giving a fuck about what these niggas want and what these niggas saying they need? Can y'all please stop? Just boss your ass up to where you can have your pick and everything. Okay, we do that. And let's say we look good enough like Nikki Fine Ass, and we're successful enough like Nikki Fine Ass to do that. Now we pick the guy with our boss bitch asses. We pick the guy that we want. Boom, we got him. How do we conduct ourselves within that relationship? Do we still possess the mentality of, I'm a boss bitch, I don't care about what you think? Because if you're going to continue on with that kind of mentality within that relationship, that's going to be a problem. Because that's the man that you're with. So by default, you need to be telling, or you need to be receptive rather to what he says, what he wants, what he needs, what he desires, the whole nine. You just can't continue to say, well, I got all this money, nigga, I don't need you. And we see where that lands us a lot of the times with women like that have that mentality. They possess that mentality within the relationship. And any other day or every other day when that man pisses her off, nigga, I really don't need you. You lucky you here. You lucky I chose your ass, because without me, you ain't shit for real. Without me, this is why our relationships collapse. Because we're indoctrinated and we're programming women to think like that. Like, you got your bitch. If you got a lot of money, you don't need to think. You don't have to think or care about what a man wants, needs, and desire. It's all about you, bitch. You the boss. Do y'all understand why that's counterproductive and how that can be a double-edged sword? Either trying to get into a relationship or being in a relationship. If you're going to be with a man that you essentially don't respect, you might as well just be a boss bitch alone. Ladies, we cannot carry the boss bitch mentality into relationships. You can't. Unless, once again, you want to get with a guy that is depending on you to live, to maintain and sustain his lifestyle. If you leave him alone, he gonna be on the streets tomorrow selling drugs, or on the streets tomorrow, working at Taco Bell, or on the streets, or in his mama basement playing video games. Like, if you want that, okay. But when it comes to possessing that mentality with certain men that have it, you cannot. You have got to sacrifice that shit. That's cute while you're single and you're not trying to mingle. But if you're single and trying to mingle, you cannot be like, we don't care about what these niggas thinking. We so bossed up. We don't even give a fuck. Like, we can choose who we want to be. Like, no, you can't. And again, what choices of men are you going to be presented with? Because I'm going to tell you, the only type of man that would tolerate that is a man that is dependent on you to breathe. A real man, and y'all already know, real men, they got their own money, their own resources, their own assets, their own life, their own careers. They're successful in their own right, in their own light. They got it together. So it's really like, you gonna drop that shit or no? You gonna drop that shit, or I need to drop you? Let me know which one. That's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna be like, oh well, yeah, I'm just gonna tolerate her emasculate me and telling me that she don't need me and operating like a man in the relationship and emasculating me and controlling me and telling me what I can do, what I can't do. Yeah, I just sit here and do. They're not doing that. So y'all gotta chill with that whole boss bitch mentality as far as relationship advice. It does not work at all. Y'all gave us 441 likes. And then at the same time, like, are there exceptions? Sure. There's going to be exceptions to every rule, you guys, to where you can be a boss chick and you're attractive, and then you end up landing a very masculine man and he has his stuff together and the whole 9 yards. But I guarantee you, within that relationship, there is some kind of order established to where she knows, don't try that shit right here. So yes, I'm sure it can happen, but a lot of times, you guys, it's going to backfire. It is. It's just no way it's not. With a masculine man is not going to sit around listening to a woman tell him, that she's the man in the relationship and she's like a man and she's masculine and she the boss and she got all this money and she don't need him. Like, they are not going to sit around and hear that all day, every day. They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, since you the man, you can be the man for your damn self. You don't need me here. And with that advice, you guys, like, you got to understand the type of results you are setting yourself up to get. You're going to set yourself up again to get with a man that is not going to be hitting on what you're hitting on. Again, you make him and break him. That's the only type of man that's gonna tolerate that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I am just gonna be honest with you. And on top of that, let's just compare and contrast for a second. Nikki was attractive and pretty before she made any money. And not to keep bringing it back to looks, but it's a factor. And it's a big one, though. Like, the whole pretty privilege is a thing. pretty privilege is a fucking privilege. Like, that's just not something that's just like a mystery or, you know, something cute to say. Like, that's a thing, you guys. Nikki is very pretty. Before she had the money, I'm sure before she had any money, she could pick through the men that she wanted to be with or women that she wanted to be with. So you top that with somebody that now has money. Sure, she can get away with that. But a big factor in that, though, that Nikki left out was, again, like, we're not all created equally. Like, that's a fact. That's uncomfortable as hell, y'all. I gotta gloss my lips. Y'all know I gotta gloss my lips when I'm uncomfortable now. We are not all created equally as far as the looks, as far as the mind, as far as like a lot of things. It's just that we have to learn how to capitalize off of our strengths, right? But some things come more naturally to others than other people. And looks happens to be one of those things, Nikki. And you really hop, skipped, and jumped and twerked over that. Nikki, you are very fucking fine, girl. Okay? I've seen you with no makeup. I've seen you with makeup. I've seen you with no wig. A lot of these chicks that you talking to, Nikki, they need their wig, sis. Sus. Without that wig, they like, what? Beetlejuice. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just real. They Beetlejuice. And you out here telling them, oh yeah, you can do what I did. No, she can't. She's gonna be rich and alone. Why we can't be real with y'all? Yeah, I'm a real women's. See, Nicki Minaj even told me, bitch. She told me I'm a real women's because I got all my motherfucking money. Facts. See, Nicki Minaj, she told me I'm a real women's because I make all my money. I'm a rich bitch. Nicki Minaj. Y'all, I am a real women's. See, even Nikki said we some real women's. So why we listening to what these men has got to say about us? We some boss women's. We don't need these men. We don't need these niggas at all. When we get so bossed up, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna shit on all these men that have something slick to say about me. Yeah, because I'm a boss women's. Y'all can't do that to me. And guess what, sis? You gonna boss your boss women's ass up to the tippy top. And guess what? Men gonna be like, they gonna be like, okay. They are not gonna be lined up for the real women's to choose. Like, no. They are not gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, I heard you was a boss bitch, ma. What's good? I heard you was a boss bitch. Damn. You know, I always wanted me a boss ass bitch, period. Like, for real. So, I mean, you sexy than a motherfucker. You got how much money in the bank? Shorty, what you drink? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you so motherfucking fine because you got how much? You make 400,000 a year, bitch. You sexy than a motherfucker. Said no man ever. No man ever said that. Oh yeah, she make $400,000 a year. She bad in the motherfucker, man. She hella sexy for that shit. I have never in my life heard a man say that. Meanwhile, you have non-boss bitches working at Target as the door greeter getting wiped all the way up by boss men. Sis make $15 an hour and she dare you to talk bad about her, bitch. She like, bitch, I make 15, the fuck? And she's getting better results than y'all boss women's. Because at the end of the day, men ain't worried about that. They got their own money. They're like, yeah, your little $15 an hour, girl, that's so cute. You can just say that, yeah, buy you some jeggings or something with that shit. You buy you some high heels or something, some little sandals, whatever you want. Buy some eyelashes with that little 15. That's so cute. Cause nigga, I got my own money. Meanwhile, you pop up looking like Beetlejuice. Yeah, what's up, men's? I'm a boss bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boss women's. Nicki Minaj told me I don't need to worry about none of y'all niggas and what y'all think, but I do got all this motherfucking money though. So what you think? Bitch, what? I said Nicki Minaj told me that I'm a boss women's because I make all this money, and so I don't gotta think about what y'all think. But I do got all this money because I'm a boss women's. So what y'all think? And they gonna be like, bitch, we gonna think about it. We still thinking, we still pondering on it. Yeah, we'll hit you. Don't call me, I'll call you. All right now, all right. That's what they gonna hit you with. The fuck? That's what they gonna hit you with. Oh, so because you gonna pick this Target bitch over me? Oh hell no! I make $400,000 a year. You gonna pick this $15 an hour Target bitch, this Target bitch over me? I know you motherfucking lying. See, I make $400,000, and they like, bitch. Okay, congratulations. Back to the Target chick. What's good? That's all that's gonna happen. Nikki, you're not making them help to reality. Then they're gonna be coming to you, Nikki, later. They're gonna be coming to you, Nikki, in 10 years. When they ain't got niggas lined up to be chose. See, Nicki Minaj, she had told us real women that it don't matter about what these niggas think, and we can do what she did. And I ain't making millions like Nicki Minaj, but I'm doing real good for myself. I make so much money, I make more than everybody in my motherfucking family. I make more money than everybody in my motherfucking city. Fuck that. I make more money than everybody in my motherfucking country. And Nicki Minaj said I would have all these men just lined up. And I don't see none of these men just lined up. I'm mad about this. I got all this money and no man. You know what? Y'all can't do this. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to come back like this. All right, man. I know that I had said because I had thought that Nicki Minaj had told me that I was a real women's and I ain't got to listen to y'all, but I'm starting to realize that wasn't the truthest because I don't got no results and I'm looking for a real men's and they not know where to be found. And so now I'm trying to understand how I can be a real women's to you. What's a real women's to you? And they're going to be like, bitch, well, I'm glad you asked. Somebody that's submissive, supportive, nurturing, caring, feminine, coachable, teachable, moldable. And then they're gonna be like, they're gonna cringe with everything because it's everything that they were taught not to be. I need her to be submissive. Oh shit. Supportive. It hurts. That's what they're gonna be like, but they're gonna have to make those adjustments if that's what they want. It hurts. No. Submission. No. Anything but that. Anything but that. No, please. No. and then you're gonna be still alone. If you're not gonna be receptive to the submission, dun dun dun, submission. If you're not gonna be receptive to that, sis, then you might as well just go be a real woman by yourself. Because that's what every real man wants, needs, and desires. It's no way around it. It is no way around it. Y'all in here dying laughing, but I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. What Daryl say? Look, look, look. Y'all give us 503 likes. They be want me to lie to them so bad, but your little big sister can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. If Drizzy tell me get her, I'ma get her. I got the kind of money make a broke bitch bitter. I got the kind of wait, fixate. Which bitch you know that made $1 million off a mixtape? That was just a keepsake. Bought the Louis president, the presidential briefcase. Look, we not you, Nikki. Are y'all hearing what Nikki said? She said she got the type of money make a broke bitch bitter. You don't, sis. You don't. And so, can you buy a briefcase? You know, you can't buy you can barely afford the stroller for your kids. So, how dare you take advice from Nikki? Y'all gotta chill, bro. Nah, C Square, don't be trying to take away from Nikki's bars, okay? Nikki got bars. Ain't nobody write that for her. Okay. So we not gonna see, we gonna be real all the way around. Okay. And Nikki got bars. Nikki is fine. Nikki is rich. Nikki is intelligent. Nikki is witty. Nikki know how to be charming. Like, it's so much working for Nikki than against Nikki. Like a lot of y'all. So, how dare you feel like you can do what Nikki is saying and doing? Nikki not even, okay. Oh, let me shut up. But no, you're not gotta be too real. And I like Nikki, but don't do this. Hold on. Nikki she don't even got the results that y'all talking about y'all want. Like, y'all got the mentality of, well, if I'm making 200,000, then my nigga need to be making 400,000 at least. Nikki ain't do that. So why is your standard all the way up there? Nikki ain't do that. The fuck? I need a man. A man always asking what I bring to the table. Nigga, what you bring to the table? Nikki didn't ask that. Nikki said, you know what? I got a table prepared. As a matter of fact, let me buy you your own table. That's what Nikki had did. So, skirt. And she provided dining table chairs. Like, so. So, I'm just trying to understand it all. Because y'all confusing me. Which one is it, sis? Do you want you a man that's bossed up more than you? Or do you want to be bossed up so much so that now you got to go and wipe a nigga? Which one? You can't be both. Shout out to my boss, bitches, wife and niggas. That's what y'all real motto is. If you want to be technical, that's what the movement is. Boss, bitches, wife and niggas. That's what it is. So y'all gotta pick a side. Do you want to be a boss bitch wiping a nigga up that ain't got shit that you make or break? Or do you want you a real masculine man that can provide and protect, lead and teach? Which one, sis? Which one? Because you can't have both. Not with that mentality. And if you want the man that's a masculine man that's gonna lead and teach and provide and protect, guess what you gotta give up? That boss bitch, wife and niggas mentality. Y'all just want me to lie so bad I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm not gonna do it, y'all. Thank you. Hold on, let me pull up my donations. Y'all give us 516 likes. It's 222 where you at? It's 122 here. Thank you to Real Unwoke. He said she didn't want me in her prime. I don't want her in her decline. And that's essentially what's going to happen, you guys. With that movement and that mentality, what's going to happen is women are going to, real women, is going to realize, hey, this is bad advice. Like, yeah, it's nothing wrong with me being self-sufficient and having my own money and stuff like that. But as far as using that as the staple, as far as what qualifies me for a real man or a relationship and me being able to, have my pick, not so much. And they're gonna realize that real abruptly when they come to see and realize, damn, I got all this money, all this success. And no man wants me though. The man that I want doesn't want me. I get presented with all these mooching, leeching ass dudes that need me to survive. What's up with this? And then what she's gonna do is she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought being a real woman's was being a boss woman's, and I come to realize that ain't work for me." And ain't no man going to hear that. And I'm like, girl, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. That's all that's going to happen. They going to think that they just these boss young bitches, and then they going to get old, and then they going to turn around and be like, damn, I'm a boss bitch. But word of men's. Thank you, Joseph Bell. He says, Nikki is in a different space than the average woman, but she still wants to give women who are struggling to get a man that same bad popular feminist rhetoric. Yeah, that's dangerous, you guys. It really is. Like, we can't do what Nikki is doing. Nikki's in a whole different realm. Like, let's just be real, you guys. So we can take that advice as average, everyday, normal women's and think that, we can apply that. Girls, we're going to be messed up. Because at the end of the day, it's not a guarantee of a result. Like, let's be real. Nothing is a guarantee per se. But to make it seem like, oh, all you have to do is not give a fuck about what men are thinking and what they're wanting. Focus on yourself and build yourself up to be rich and successful. And then you're going to be able to choose whatever man that you want to have. No, that does not work like that at all. Like I said, I've seen that. I've seen women's, okay? I've seen these real women's do exactly that. They boss all the way up. They go to school. They get all these degrees. And they make very good money when they get out of school. They land these great careers, these great jobs, right? Like, it's like, damn, this bitch, she's doing a damn thing. She's able to travel when she wants to travel. She lives in a very nice neighborhood, very nice home, and all of that, you know. But nobody is checking for her because men are not fixated on that element or that aspect of what a woman is. They're just not. Unless you're dealing with a man that's a struggle dusty that y'all will swear up and down that y'all don't want. Only a struggle trash bag dusty would be that type of guy that's just like really honing in on, she's successful. She got all this money. She a boss bitch. I hope she'll wife me. No real man is waiting around for no female to wife them. And that's essentially what Nikki's advice was. Boss up so much so that now you get to choose your wife. That's the advice you would give to a man. That's what I tell my brothers. I be like, man, stop worrying about these females and what they want and what they think and all it is. Like, yeah, be receptive if it's good quality information. Take constructive criticism and stuff like that. But as far as just like really honing in on like, what do these women want? What do women want? No, focus on yourself. Build yourself. Establish yourself. Because at the end of the day, the man is the one that's ultimately going to be held responsible for creating and sustaining and maintaining that foundation. That is naturally your role. It's to provide and protect, period. You have to solidify that foundation as a man. So that's why I would tell my brothers that advice. That's not necessarily the role of a woman. Like, yeah, you can have your own things, but at the end of the day, that's not really falling on you. Like, for example, if, let's just put it like this, you guys, because it's double standards and we don't like to acknowledge the double standards. If you were in a relationship as a woman with a man, right? And you were doing really well. You were doing so great in the relationship as far as finances and everything was concerned that you were able to provide for the foundation, provide for the family, provide for the relationship and all of that. You fall on hard terms. You're no longer able to have what you have or maintain what you have built. You fall all the way off. Are you going to be blamed for that? Or is the man? Let's put it into perspective. This is why I say you got to be careful. Because we cannot apply things to women the same ways that we apply to, like, it's a double standard. There's roles within society. And y'all know this subconsciously. Because even y'all would say, well, damn, like, what was the nigga doing? Even these boss chicks out there, you guys, that's trying to encourage y'all to be a boss bitch so you can have your pick of wives. If you were to boss all the way up, have your pick of a wife, is what essentially y'all are doing, and you fall on hard times and everything crumbles and falls apart, they're going to be looking at the man like, well, nigga, what was you doing? And why you ain't do this? And why you ain't step to the plate? Why you didn't provide? Where was your money at? What was your contribution? What was you doing? You a man. You the man. You the man. But in his eyes, it was like, well, shit. She was the boss bitch. So why is it falling on me? That was never my role anyway. But on the flip side, let's say it was the man. And he was doing really well for himself. And he was able to provide and maintain a certain lifestyle and so forth, so on and so forth for his family or his relationship. He falls on hard times. Everything collapses and crumbles. They're still going to be looking at him. They're not going to look at the woman like, well, what was you doing? Why weren't you contributing to the relationship? Where was your money at? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't step to the plate? Why you ain't do that? It will still fall on his ass. Which is why I'm telling y'all, it does not apply the same ways. That's why I would tell that advice to my brother over my sisters. because it's a double standard in society, and that's just not the natural ways and roles and positions. Like, let's just be real, you guys. Even y'all know that, which is why y'all would still attack the man if that were to happen. Y'all wouldn't say, "Oh, well, you was the boss, bitch. You should have stepped your cookies up. You should have worked harder, bitch. See, you should have had your shit solidified. Like, what the fuck was you doing, girl?" They wouldn't do that. They gonna be looking at your dude. Like, where was you at? Even though he came into the relationship leaning on you, lean on me. He was leaning on you the whole relationship. But now everything is crumbling. They gonna look at him. See what I'm saying, y'all? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all give us 545 likes. Thank you, Angela. She said so many double standards. And we already know that. We already know that. So why are we giving women advice that should apply to men? You know, I gotta drink my water and keep my skin clear. You know. Because if you give women that advice that should be given to men, a double standard is gonna exist within that. You giving her that advice to be basically a man, focus on yourself, focus on your purpose, get on your grind, and then worry about these people that you want to be with later. Okay, you may miss out as a woman taking that advice. A man, he can do that. Don't ask me why. It just is what it is. It's a double standard. We have them too that work in our favor. Women have double standards that work in our favor, and so do men. It just is what it is. And that's one of them. Sean says, sorry, I can't do more to help and support you. Oh, that's fine. Y'all, I appreciate everything. Y'all let her clowning, honey. Clowning. Y'all know I'm a fool anyway. And thank you, Sean, for being a channel member. Nikki, let me say this. You got the right idea. Nikki has the right idea. As far as, you know, I'm not gonna say it's the right idea. It's not. It's not. She has she has the right intentions. Her intentions are to not have women feel so burdened with, you know, all of these critiques and all these criticisms that they're getting every which way from men. You know what I mean? Especially as it pertains to women that are not doing what they need to do as women. Let's just be real, you guys. Women that are doing what they need to do, not only do they disagree with the stance that Nicki Minaj took, but they don't need the advice at all. Like they're already doing what's necessary. You know what I'm saying? So they're not really trying to latch on to any little thing that's going to stroke their ego, make them feel better, even at the expense of it being something that's counterproductive. Right? So what I'm trying to say is it's so many females out there today, you guys, to where they're not doing what they need to do. They're not where they need to be in life. You know what I mean? It's so many mistakes that we've made. There's so many things that we've done wrong, and so many things that we just did not know, did not apply, the whole nine. And we're looking around today at our results, and it's like non-existent. Like our lives are not what we thought that they would be. And so when you have that working against you, and then you have somebody telling you, like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not your fault, you know, you just need to do this and do that, even though it's kind of productive and not that great of advice, you're going to latch on to it just to make yourself feel better about your circumstances. Like, yeah, I know it's probably bullshit, but it feels so good though. You know? So they'll latch on to it even though they know in reality you can apply it. It doesn't work. Yeah, Deidre, I know. It says women are stressed out. I know. But we're only a lot of us are only stressed out because we've been following the wrong advice, the wrong role models and the whole 9 yards. And we've been just kind of like working against the grain. Like we gotta stop doing that. It's about being complementary, it's about duality, it's about balance. And a lot of us are not trying to establish that as it pertains to men and women. We're not. We're trying to be the ones that are in control and all of that. And I get why. A lot of us grow up in broken homes to where our families were apart and our mothers have to do it all by themselves. And we don't want that for ourselves. We don't want to have to depend on a man to do anything because, in our eyes, men in general are not to be trusted. So we got a lot that we have to unpack and deal with. But even though it's like we get it and I understand, it's still not something that's productive. Thank you, Kevin. It's like, yes, I understand why you are masculine. I understand why you are so aggressive. I understand why you don't want to listen to a man or let a man guide you and lead you and teach you. But you need to learn. You're going to need to learn today. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know where you come from. Yeah, I've been there, done that too. But you're going to need to learn, to unlearn and relearn. That's how we make this better. And the advice that Nikki is giving is to basically go tit for tat. Fuck these niggas. They want to talk shit about us. Fuck them. Let's show them better than we can tell their ass. No. How about we try to gain an understanding on both ends? That's the issue. The issue is we're not trying to understand why men think this way, why men want these things, why men need these things, and vice versa. Kevin says, for the facts is accountability for double standards. We all have to play some role in life, and there's always something we won't like. Yeah. And I'm a married woman. There's sacrifices and adjustments and things and stuff that I had to make. So it goes for my husband as well. It's just a part of making a relationship work. Do I feel like, excuse me, I can be self-sufficient and all of that by myself? Sure. I'm not gonna lie though. Like the man makes it easier and better, more enjoyable. Like, yeah, we can do it, sis, but why would you want to? Thank you, prodigal. Y'all, I'm really mad about this connection. Why they got me so grainy like this? It's better be fixed when I get up off of here. He says, it speaks of how if a woman maintains a man will become angry and full of reproach. Yeah, because you don't want to be feeling like you're taking care of a grown ass. Come on now. No woman wants that. And that's essentially what Nikki's advice was. Or that's what it would lead to. Even if that's not exactly what she meant, like that's what it would lead to. It would lead to you choosing from men that needed you to survive, that needed you to maintain them. And after a while, it's going to wear and tear on you as a woman because it's something within you that's innate to where it's like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Joseph says she let all the Pooks and Rays joyride and that hoopty free for years. Now she's trying to make me pay for it like it's brand new. You know what? I'm not gonna play with y'all, man. I am not. I am not. That ain't what they trying to do though. They trying to buy your ass. They're like, nigga, I'm a boss. How much are you? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna name your price for you. They not trying to sell you nothing. They trying to buy you. That's the new wave. Like, nigga, I'll buy you. I ain't gotta sell shit to you. I'm the prize. I'm the boss. I hire you. You my employee, nigga. That's the new wave. I don't know what you talking about. Shit, that was not the message. The message was we can buy these niggas. So why you worried about what they want, need, and desire when you are what they want, need, and desire? Now you can just buy them. Yeah, that's they motto. I can buy you. We can buy the man. Thank you, Eugene. He says it is good for a woman to have status, but boss chicks tend to let that status drive their egos and cause them to be man repellents. Nikki, with that advice, put women in the danger zone. It's a strong possibility for her to do that. And not just in the sense of like an age, but as far as the mentality, it's a danger. So even if you're young and vibrant and pretty, like like Nikki is, or whatever the case is. Well, Nikki, she ain't that young. Like Nikki, I think Nikki was 40. But I mean, she's still fine. But let's just say, as it pertains to like the young, vibrant, pretty young ladies out here, like they're in the danger zone of default because of how they're programmed and wired to behave. Now it's like, oh no, we don't deal with her. She's a liability. She's a danger. She's a hazard, based upon the way that she thinks and maneuvers. So yeah, you can be dumb and you can be young and dumb, still in the danger zone. It doesn't mean that you're old. Y'all are funny. Thank you, Rock Site or City, Rock City, New York. He says, sis, then they need to just listen to your message to them. Sis, Shahrazad Ali, The Crimson Cure, Pink Lessons, etc. They do. They listen to us. It's just they're listening, they're watching it, right? But it's so much of an abundance of the counterproductive message that it kind of like, it's like, well, these bitches don't know what they're talking about. And unfortunately, they don't want to apply what we're saying until it's like too late. And now they have to do it. Thank you, Percy. He says, I met a boss chick and I told her that's fine at work, but tone it down when you come to your man. She said, I'm a boss chick all the time. Oh, period, sis. Semicolon. The fuck? Semicolon. I'm a boss all the time. I can't turn this shit off. He said, I just shook my head. She didn't get the memo. Mm-mm-mm. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the boss chick advice as far as relationship is so dangerous, because it gets to a point to where you don't know how to turn it off. Like, let's be real, you guys. A lot of us are using that mentality as a coping mechanism as far as why we're not getting the results that we want. It's like, yeah, I'm not getting the results, but that's okay. I'm gonna just be a boss bitch and get my coins up, get my status up, get my whatever up, and then I'm gonna have all this and all of that. And so we turn it on, even though we may be feeling like, damn, I'm not really fulfilled, or damn, I'm not really satisfied, or damn, I'm not really happy. We'll just solely rely on that boss bitch energy to get us by and get us through. And then we may possess that or turn it on so much to kind of get us through to now it's becoming second nature to us and how we operate. And so you get into a relationship with a man, you're still, it's wired within you. It's again second nature. Like, this is me. I've been so used to just being this boss chick that's on go. I just can't hop into a relationship and now I'm in a relationship, I gotta turn it off. Like, no, this is me now. And so that's why I'm saying, like, that's dangerous. Like, it's nothing wrong, ladies, with going out there, establishing yourself, getting your bag, being successful. But you have to know your roles within the relationship, though. You cannot allow, how much money you make or your career or whatever the case to place you in this position of dominance over your man. That doesn't work. And that's exactly what that type of mentality would lead to. You emasculating your man, even without you intentionally trying to do so. It can just lead to so many problems, y'all. It's just so bad. And then Nikki, like, you gotta understand, like, a lot of women are not gonna be able to do what you did. Everybody don't look like you. They don't have the access that you have. They don't have the influence that you have. They don't have the personality that you have. They don't have the mindset that you have as far as like establishing yourself or getting you through the door or getting certain um things to work for you, certain parts. Like, they don't have what you have. Like, again, we're not created equally like that. It's all about us being able to capitalize on the things that are our strengths, though. But to just say, you know what, we can all do this, we can all just boss up and then have our pick of men, like, no, we can't. You fine. A lot of us, we basic chicks. And like I'm gonna keep saying, y'all, I've seen women do that. They do not have dudes lined up. And that's not to scare you, that's just being real. That's to inspire you to do what you need to do what's necessary. And I'm not even talking about trying to get in alignment with no disrespectful, negative ass dude. Like, no, but y'all have got to stop thinking that because a man is trying to correct behaviors or is trying to lead you or teach you and guide you and, you know, just call certain things out as far as maybe what you're doing wrong, that they hate women and that you need not to listen to it. Like, that's ridiculous. Just because a man is telling you something that maybe you don't like does not mean that you shouldn't listen to it. It's probably some sound advice. I've done that before. I've been there and I've done that. So many people were telling me, Danica, you have a bad attitude. I'm like, what the fuck? No, and there it was. I got a bad attitude, but I didn't want to hear it. And then boom, I'm placed in situations to where, you know, my bad attitude was really working against me and making me lose out on real special people because I didn't know how to treat them properly or whatever the case was. And a big thing that I got a lot back in the day was I don't listen. I was like, nigga, you don't fucking listen. And I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I mean, everybody kept telling me that. Now, luckily, after a while, I was receptive to it. Like, okay, everybody can be wrong. But a lot of us, we will take that and we'll just be like, no, everybody wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Y'all just can't handle this. Y'all just can't handle no real women. Y'all just, and it's like, no, it's the truth. You need to correct that shit to get that under control. That's gonna work against you in all elements and areas of life if you don't correct that. That's not because I hate women or I hate you or, you know, I'm jealous or anything like that. That is just real. That's what it is. That's the reality of it. You need to fix that. And what we're doing is we're setting women up to believe that all criticism is bad and you need to just ignore it and focus on what you think about your own self. Like, no, 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 no. It's people that are around us that love us every day that tell us the truth about ourselves, whether we hate it or love it. And it helps us. It's not all about what I think and what I feel about myself. Like, no, what the opinions of people around me that love me and care about me, they matter too. I just can't say, oh, well, that's not stroking my ego or that's not making me feel good. So, nah, you hate and I ain't listening to that. But I'm only going to listen to you when you praise me. No, that's not how you evolve. So that's bad advice. Now, as far as listening to guys that are trying to attack you and bring you down and shit on you and hurt you because they're hurt, that's a different story. But a lot of the time, be real, you guys, I hear men giving us constructive criticism, and because it applies to us and it hurts our feelings, we would reject it and say, oh, fuck these niggas. They don't know what they're talking about. And they do. That's why you triggered in the first place, because they know what they're talking about and it was true. So get rid of the boss bitch shit. At the end of the day, that's all it. My advice would be to get out of the boss chick mentality as it pertains to relationship advice. It doesn't work. All it does is create this dynamic to where we're going to clash and butt heads with the men that we're with, because we're going to always feel like we're in control over them. You know? Okay, now. So you just gotta really, really be careful. Who trolling bootleg? Get their ass up out of here. But this is real talk. And again, it's no shade to anybody. This has been real. You know what I'm saying? Um, whatever. I can hear y'all already. Oh, you just a pick me, bitch. You married to a broke dusty nigga, a broke dusty ninja. Who are you to say anything? Who are you to say this? Okay, sis. I'm just telling you what works, what's healthy. You know, what I see around me, what I apply to my life, and it works for me. It creates that balance and that order and that structure, that peace, that harmony that a lot of us are aspiring to have, you know? And so I'm gonna tell it. And if I feel like it's beneficial and gonna help us, I'm gonna do it. But I mean, to continue to just possess this mentality of like we just can level all the way up to where we don't need to listen to a man and what he has to say or what he wants, like that's just not good advice at all. Because again, what happens when you do get into a relationship with that man and then you have to listen to what he wants, need, and desire? Are you still just gonna use that trump card of, well, I'm a boss bitch, I don't gotta listen to you, even within the relationship too? Like, it's so many levels and layers to the conversation, you guys. You know, a lot of some things that some women can get away with, a lot of us can't. Um, certain things that certain people can apply to their lives, and it's the exception, and it works. Won't apply to a lot. Like it's just so much to the conversation. So much to the conversation. Not only is it just like counterproductive advice, but it's layered to where, yeah, it could work here, but not as a blanket. You know, yeah, it's absolutely levels to this shit, bootleg. But I mean, that's my dope discussion, you guys. My husband is home, so I gotta tend to him. And I also gotta keep or continue to, get my house in order. So I just want to come on here and say that, ladies, again, there's nothing wrong with you being successful, getting your money, being established, and all of that. But when it comes to relationships, you have got to have that balance to your man. You cannot try to be the dominant force and feel like, oh, I don't need to listen to him, or it's all about what I think, it's all about what I say, it's all about me, me, me. Like, it doesn't work like that. Okay, y'all. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. We almost had 600 people in the building, so I appreciate that. And thank you guys for your donations. If I missed you, I apologize. But I had to hit on it. Shout out to you, Game Changer. I haven't seen you in a while. But I love y'all. I respect y'all. I'll see y'all in the next dope discussion. And I know they have our stream grained in the mug today, but it is what it is. I still hope you got the message. But I'm gonna get up off of here and tend to my home. And I love y'all. Tanika Marie, Dope Discussions. We're out. Peace.